Hey, let's try a mole stoichiometry problem. So let's read it first. How many moles of sodium oxide is produced by the reaction of 1.44 moles of sodium metal according to the following unbalanced reaction? So the answer is given, and the first thing we have to do with any chemical equation is balance it. So I'm going to take this equation and I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so I can actually do something with it. And as we see here, we have one sodium atom with an oxygen molecule producing a sodium oxide. Now, here's the problem. It's not a 1-to-1-to-1 ratio. As you can see, we have two sodium atoms on the right and one sodium on the left, two oxygens on the left and one on the right. So we need to add some coefficients here to fix the problem. So I'm going to put a 2 over on this side, and that should give me two sodiums on both sides. So that's a check. So we'll note sodium, check. And let's look at oxygens. So we have 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Let's put a little 2 here. So now oxygen is checked, but now if you look at sodium, we have 4 on the right and only 2 on the left. So let's fix that. I'm going to just erase this here. Hopefully I don't screw it up. Let's see if I can make this bigger. Okay, and let's add this back in. So 4 sodium atoms. So 4 sodium atoms on the left. Now we have 4 on the right. So sodium does check out a second time. So let's look at actually solving this problem. So it's not that bad. What we're looking at here is already moles. So we are already looking at 4 moles of sodium reacting with 1 mole of oxygen and producing 2 moles of sodium oxide. So we are in luck. All we have to do is just compare the ratios in the original problem to the new ratio, to the new amounts given. Just give me a second here so I can erase this old garbage. That did not work out. Let's try this again. All right, so continuing with the problem, we have 4 sodium atoms, 1 oxygen molecule, and 2 molecules of sodium oxide. So if we look at the ratio, it's 4 moles of sodium metal. And the question's asking us at the top how much of the sodium oxide. So I'm just going to circle parts of the problem I want to focus on. So 4 moles of sodium will usually make 2 moles of the sodium oxide. But in this case, we actually only have 1.44 moles of sodium. So what's the new amount of sodium oxide going to be? If you do a little math, you're going to find that X equals 2 times 1.44 divided by 4. And this equals 0.72 moles of sodium oxide. So that is our answer. To this problem. And next we're going to look at a mass stoichiometry problem.